NBA 2K TV, we're at Terminal 23 with Carmelo Anthony for his exclusive event. We recap last...
Brooklyn, we go hard. We on the look for the advantage. We work hard. And if we seem to wrap it up a bit, we broke, but we rich at heart. Pull ourselves up, now we won't joke. It's our time for the lights on us. War time to make me sick. Do your heart and run away with it. Smile in your face, and I'm on your back. God with the strength they lie. So if you know another way, you can look the other way. You know another way. Tell them so right to their face. I pay for what's wrong. Eccentricity in my wish to evolve. I hear them all say that I got hot, but not everything that it takes. Take my mind, but not my soul. Tell you I got fire, I won't sell it for no payroll. Let them hold me down. I know if I know another way, I can look the other way. I know another way. Tell them so right to their face.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball.
I don't think you want to get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. That Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it just because. Got this ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really.
This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
And, Greg, you know, not too many teams are going to win shooting that poorly from the floor. I'd have to say it says a lot about them as a ball club to win with that poor shooting performance.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch forward, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Now here's Green after the miss from Stephen Curry. Thompson misses.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, though, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past.
Now here's Thompson. And the rejection by James. And a wide open look for Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the wing on the left. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And again, it's Cleveland. As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. LeBron kicks to Love. Back to James. Deflects the pass. Here's Irving. Here's Thompson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So Early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Curry. He kicks to Bogut. Outside, Green. It's Curry outside. And the rejection by Smith. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed out.
Rush gets the bucket.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Irving passes to Smith. A fader. And it's Smith again missing. Down low. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here is Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
The Warriors trailing. Curry kicks to Thompson. Green dishes to Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Green kicks to Rush. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Irving. Goes back up. And again, Stephen Curry. Curry's got his third basket of the night right there.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And here's Love for three. That's good. Love's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Cavs.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
And it's good.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Irving attacking. Kicks it out to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Now here's Bogut. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Bogut's got his second basket of the game. Love the pass to Smith. The kick out to Irving. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. And it's 7 points for Klay Thompson.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
James against Thompson. His first shot coming late. That one wide left.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Now here is Bogut. Deep 2 from Rush. And the rejection by Love. The Warriors making... A switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Shumpert's checked in.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. The Warriors, number 1.
Yeah, number one in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
The Cavaliers leading. It's LeBron with the drive. Thompson dishes to James.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Now here's LeBron. Great D that time from Green.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort, it's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated? And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Curry is inside. He's guarded by Love. Nobody near Barnes. No good on the three.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. Then last year, down to 35.
Now here's Curry. Iman Shumpert unable to get his last shot to go. And some changes here for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Richard Jefferson. He's checked in for Kevin Love. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
And speaking of LeBron's leadership, trying to will this Cavs team to a title, one of his greatest challenges.
And Kevin, the expectations are just so high. He may have had less talent around him in his first stint in Cleveland, but after winning titles in Miami, anything less seems like a step backwards.
Jefferson's shot is off.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've got every loose ball. Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it. That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Feeds it to Livingston. And the pass to Iguodala. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Iguodala again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Shumpert kicks to Jefferson. And another miss by Cleveland.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
And you're right there, Clark, because anything less than lockdown defense on him is going to result in a triple.
Now here's LeBron. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Livingston passes to Ezeli. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. he's a load down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Richard Jefferson. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Here's Ezeli. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Barbosa dishes to Livingston. No good from the wing.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
And he gets it to go. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness. And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, he picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of Oregon. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Barnes kicks to Iguodala. Here's the three. Another miss by Iguodala.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding us.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
23 seconds left to play here in the first. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. From 11 feet away, Livingston passes to Ezeli. The feed now to Barbosa. Another shot, knocked loose. James. And the release was before the buzzer. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Rush in at the 3 spot. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Irving can't get it to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And Curry in his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system, but you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Another shot, Mozgov, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Mozgov's got his first bucket of the night. Right side Curry, kicks it to Bogut, pass to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Jefferson's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. You know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Warriors leading. The 3. Rebound, Love.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Iman Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And Rush kicks to Thompson. In the corner, Rush with it. Pass to Bogut. Curry wide open. Out to Thompson. Inside. It's tipped. Green dishes to Rush. On its way from Curry for 2. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Curry's got space. Wide open shot is on the money. Curry's got 10. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here's Love. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Clock at 4. Jefferson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Shumpert. And he overshot that one, missing.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Los Angeles. Dishes to Mozgov. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. It's tipped, and Rush kicks to Curry. In the corner, Rush with it. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. James comes in for Jefferson. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Thompson with the bucket. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Rush the pass to Curry. No good with the triple.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And here's LeBron outside. Rush grabs the miss. And here's Golden State. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. LeBron James on the wing. Looking to get it going. Oh!
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game. And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
All alone. Love dishes to Thompson. Cleveland moving it around. Irving kicks to Smith. Bogut against Love. Outside Irving. Second shot opportunity. That's in there. Love with the assist. And it's 9 points for Kyrie Irving. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was in, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted. And he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Thompson. The drive by Jim.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that. Oh! That athlete. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Barbosa passes to Iguodala. And stolen by Love. Jumps up. And J.R. Smith with the slam. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Shot from 16, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
And a lot of teams shy away from that mid-range, but if you can get them off of rhythm, then you can have success.
4-on-3 break. Ring shot on the way. Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. And Thompson throws it down.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Iguodala's got his third bucket of the night. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Livingston. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Rockets in Houston. And here's Love for three. It's rebounded by Livingston.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
It's Iguodala with the drive. Launches it. Again, Iguodala missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Irving, good look. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, I tell you what, they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy, fast break baskets.
And on a really nice run here. And defensively, you've got to force them to operate in the half court. It allows you to put bodies on bodies.
Fast break. Here they come. Here's Barbosa. The Cavaliers pull it in. Fires from deep. Leandro Barbosa with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 3 in the basket from Livingston.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
The screen from Thompson. Irving. The kick out to LeBron. To the paint. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Poked away. The Warriors have had an off night from the stripe tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
They get a hand on it. And Shumpert kicks to James. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Warriors trail by 4. Dellavedova dishes to LeBron. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 9 rebounds, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down, actually, last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
The dish to Barnes. Off target with his 3.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Iguodala with the steal. Here's Livingston. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And it's Shumpert penetrating. The 19-foot shot. The shot is off.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cavaliers ahead, up 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, with LeBron and another dominant first half, how do you measure the balance between riding your hot hand and making sure the other guys around you are finding their rhythm?
We just got to be aggressive.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. The second quarter was a strong effort for. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
That reach he's shown, Greg, has certainly been fantastic in getting to some of these shots. I mean, he looks like he's got telescopic arms out there.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's James. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Curry kicks to Thompson for the lead. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The drive by James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Had the space there, but it's offline.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Irving, and now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. He's looking for James and finds him. Pass to Love. LeBron drives in. Can't get it to go. Curry with some nice D. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Curry against Smith. Bogut kicks to Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Irving passes to James. Cleveland moving it around. And it's Love missing. Warriors trail by 3. Thompson is doubled. Feeds it to Bogut. Plenty of space. Thompson with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
It's stolen by Bogut. Shot on the wing. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now. Timeout called the Cavaliers. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. And it's Irving missing.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points. And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And it's Irving missing.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Thompson for 3. Warriors the rebound. And Rush kicks to Bogut. The second chance effort. The rebound by Kevin Love. The Cavaliers trail by 3.
And Thompson making all 9 of his 3-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record. The most 3-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for LeBron. Curry outside. Warriors the rebound. Bogut dishes to Rush. The trade. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Irving. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
A step back shot here. Misses off the left iron. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. A drive by Shumpert. They now take the lead.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Knocked away. Curry passes to Bogut. On the wing, Thompson. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Warriors.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Shumpert kicks to Love. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And there's the pass to Bogut. It's up a 3. Another miss by Curry.
the clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Shumpert in the corner. Smith outside. From deep three-point range, Warriors with the rebound. Rush has got his third rebound tonight. Curry dishes to Bogut. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Fast break. Here they come. Smith kicks to Shumpert. On the wing, Irving. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And a chance to check out the stats for Smith. Some last season stats for him. He was around 12 points a game, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle. Does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Iguodala in for Klay Thompson.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Barnes passes to Iguodala. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now that's some hang time. Levitation, elevation. What a pretty double clutch move there.
Well, you can afford to get fancy on your way up. You got to have that kind of space.
And space, Kevin, is what he had. The defense just a little bit Charmin tissue paper-like. I should say soft.
Curry kicks to Ezeli from past the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Outside Irving. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Irving. Irving's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Right side Curry. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Steph Curry fourth.
You know, there's no luck involved in being amongst the league leaders in steals. You've got to combine the toughness with the ability to move your feet and the tenacity in going after the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against Houston. The feed to Iguodala. From the wing. No good off the front iron.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
And the dunk by James.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Iguodala, no good. He dishes it to Barnes. Barbosa for 3. Count the bucket. Barbosa's got 6.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And it's blocked, and they get it back. And Thompson throws it down.
Let's go.
Warriors trail by 4. Here is Livingston. He's got 8. And it's Barbosa, again missing.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Love. Here's Iguodala. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Iguodala's got 12 points in the game.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Down low, it's tipped. Oh, and here comes Iguodala all alone. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it? Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And nothing fancy really about that play. That's just good old-fashioned hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. He feeds it to James. Love with a wide open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 16 points for Kevin Love. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Warriors trail by 3. Iguodala left side. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish quite to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
43 seconds left in the third. Barbosa kicks to Barnes for the lead. And Shumpert pulls it down. Shumpert's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dellavedova and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Barbosa kicks to Bogut. Barbosa dishes to Barnes. Here's Livingston. And there's the call on James.
LeBron James.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for your Warriors, Andrew Bogut.
And he sinks the second. 16 seconds left in the third. Shumpert with it. 7 points in the game. Wide open look. Can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like...
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Cavaliers lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Warriors trail by 3. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors 5. And a wide open look for James. Another 3 for Cleveland.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Bogut down low. Mozgov on him. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Outside jumper. Drills it from outside. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough. Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
Outside for Curry. And shot on the way. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Curry's got 22. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
Landon Rush. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Offensive rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Right side Shumpert. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Love the pass to Jefferson. Rush with the steal. Here's Curry. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Take a look at what Curry's done. 22 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. James comes in for Richard Jefferson. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
On its way from Curry for 2, and again, no good by Golden State.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack. He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it. And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And here's Love from the arc. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down the shots like that against that kind of defense.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Here's LeBron. Almost, but it rolls out. Warriors trail by 8. And Rush kicks to Curry. In the corner, Rush with it. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Love. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Welcome fans to the FIBA World Championships.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Smith against Curry. He kicks it to Rush. Pass to Green. 1 on the clock. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
That's good.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Kicks to Bogut from outside the arc. And Green now, top of the key. In the corner, Rush with it. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Irving drives in. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Warriors trail by 6. From 13, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. 24 points for Steph Curry. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Green. From the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. On its way from Irving for 2. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And now it's an 8-point Cavalier lead. The Warriors shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Curry kicks to Bogut. This is to Rush. Drops in the tray. Rush has got 5 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Passes to LeBron. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
Green with the block. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. It's stolen by Green. Here's Thompson. Up and in on the layup. Thompson's got 25 points.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Smith kicks to Love. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Warriors trail by 4. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. The dish to Bogut. Iguodala outside. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. And Curry, here we go. Takes it off the glass. Curry's got 13 points in the second half. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
LeBron with it. And Curry picks him up defensively, but they'll get another chance. And on the way from Irving for 3. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 5 assists tonight. To the paint. Here's Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Green's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Curry attacking. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
No problems knocking that one down. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
And it's Smith missing. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 17-6 run. Iguodala kicks to Bogut. Thompson outside. From deep, Green. Love grabs the board.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Tipped away. Williams for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Curry dishes to Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Williams passes to Verja. Back to Williams. Lets the three fly. And yes, sir, that one drops. Here's Curry. Feeds to Thompson. 18 feet out. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Shumpert's got his fourth rebound in this one. Nobody near Williams. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Curry. 30 points for Klay Thompson.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Shumpert. Off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. A different look now for Cleveland. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nice shot by James.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Iguodala kicks to Green. Good D by Love. Cavaliers shooting about 42% so far. To take the lead. Connects!
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Warriors shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Iguodala. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Irving kicks to Love. James against Iguodala. Thompson dishes to LeBron. And another shot. Good!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Curry kicks to Green. Nails it! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Now, here is Irving. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Bogut. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Buries the triple.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Guys, your thoughts?
This is going to be a tough situation. They've got just enough time to catch and shoot.
James has a two-pointer, so it's a narrow victory for them.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. And with Klay Thompson, you were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
Well, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
Well, just look at his assists. I mean, that tells the story for the game right there. He was seeing the court so well, always seeming to make the right decision. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays and baskets. His point total.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just